guys, it's Sarah and I have a review video to show you guys today. So I got sent a book from Putnam, which is a branch of Penguin Random House, and they contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to read and review this book, and I read the synopsis of it and it was intriguing, so I said yes, and they sent me a finished copy of the book, and that is Black Rabbit Hall, and this is written by Eve Chase. Now this book is set in England, so there are those British words and spellings and lingo and things like that. So that's something to keep in mind if you plan on picking up this book. This book was published on February 9th, so it is available now. And at the end of this video, I'm going to have a fun giveaway for you. So let's get into what this is about. So Black Rabbit Hall follows two different storylines, and the first one, it starts out in the late 1960s, about 1968, and it follows a young girl who is 15 years old. Her name is Amber, and it follows her and her family. So it is a father, a mother, Amber, and her twin brother. They're both 15, a younger brother named Barney, and a young sister named Kit, I believe is her name. And they take their family holidays in this place called Pencraw Hall, which is also known as Black Rabbit Hall. And it got that nickname because it was famous for kind of having a lots of rabbits out in the wooded areas on the property. So this place is actually I guess it could be kind of like a manor, not necessarily a castle, but like just a really large estate. And it is owned by Amber's family. In 1968, the family is there on their family holiday over the Easter break, and there is an accident that happens at the property, and Amber's mother is killed. In the aftermath of that, you kind of see the family start to deteriorate. The father becomes, pretty depressed, understandably. Amber's twin brother becomes very seclusive and violent, and the younger brother, Barney, he actually witnessed the accident, so he becomes a little bit solitary as well, not quite as much as the older brother. And then the younger sister isn't quite as affected as everyone else because she's still pretty young. So Amber finds herself kind of stuck in the middle of everybody and trying to pretty much keep her family together because she's pretty much the woman of the house now. After a little while, Amber's father starts seeing another woman and decides to get remarried. The main reason he wants to remarry is because he wants a mother figure for the family, and this woman is anything but. She's very cold, she's very selfish, she doesn't like children that much, even though she brings along with her her own teenage son who is very dark and mysterious, and not everyone trusts him. Amber's the only one who does kind of trust him a little bit, but you kind of see that whole dynamic happening. Next storyline that this follows is a woman named Lorna who is in her 30s, and there's no specific year mentioned in the book, but it says more than 3 decades later. So I'm assuming it's in the 2000s since it starts off in 1968. Lorna is engaged to a man named John, and they are currently driving around checking out wedding venues on places they want to try to get married. She sees an ad in the newspaper about Black Rabbit Hall, and something about it stuck out to her to the point where she felt like she had been there before. She's thinking, this place looks really familiar. I feel like my mother has taken me there when I was little, maybe. I feel that I'm connected to this house in some fashion. Her mother has recently passed, so she couldn't ask her mother about it, and her father had no clue what she was talking about. So she's kind of left wondering why she feels this way. So Lorna and her fiance go and check it out. Her fiance's not very thrilled about it. He feels the house is kind of creepy and it's not maintained very well, so he's not really feeling it. Lorna, however, still, as she gets closer to the house and actually goes inside the house, she feels a much stronger connection, and she's convinced that there's a story there as to why she feels this way. So the owner of the house asked Lorna to come back and to stay for a weekend just to see if the house is for them, if she wants to, learn more about it. And, basically she's trying to book this wedding at her house. So Lorna goes back by herself. She goes, she stays, she learns more about the house and the property and the owners and just the history of it. And then some questions start getting answered. So these two storylines are definitely connected, and you kind of feel it in the beginning, and then things start slowly unraveling, very slowly unraveling. And it's really cool to see how it all comes together because the author takes you in different directions. You're kind of trying to guess how they're connected, and then you think you might know, and then, oh, yes, you know, and then you're like, oh, no, no, you don't know. And that's not actually true. And it just kind of goes like that. So I really like that about this is that it really kept you guessing. And even when you thought you knew some answers, or there were some clues dropped and you think you know it's going to go that way, it completely turns around on you. So I really loved that. So this book started out pretty strong for me. I really enjoyed probably the first quarter of it, and then it got slow. Not boring by any means. I was never bored with it, but it was a slow burn. So it was just kind of like, okay, it was enjoyable, but I wasn't like dying to pick it up to find out what was happening. So I took a little bit of time getting through kind of the middle part of it, but the last 150 pages, I could not put it down. I absolutely could not. And I was really happy that happened because I spent half this book thinking it was going to be like a 3-star read for me and I was going to just it was just going to be okay. But no, the last 150 pages pretty much, I could not put it down and I love the direction it went in. The way that it ended, I actually kind of was disappointed. I wish that it had gone a little bit further, but at the same time, it ended on a very strong note and it left me smiling. So I guess that's good. So I ended up giving this book 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. This is a debut novel from Eve Chase, so very well done, and I'm excited to look for more books from her in the future. Okay, so now for the giveaway part. Penguin was very, very generous, and when they sent me this book, they asked if I would like to do a giveaway on my channel for my viewers so that they can receive a hardcover copy of this as well, and I said yes. So here's the rules. You need to be subscribed to my channel. That's number one. So you need to, if you have not hit subscribe yet, go ahead and do that. Number two, you need to leave a comment on this video before March 4th at midnight my time, which is Mountain Time, which is 2 a.m. Eastern Time, I guess would be on Saturday. So, but that's when I'm going to officially cut it off and I will choose a winner. And you need to be willing to give me your shipping information so that I can pass it on to Penguin and they will send it from there. They did not send me 2 copies. They're going to directly send you a copy when I pass on your shipping information. So you need to be willing to do that. Be willing to share that information with me. This is also open to international. I made sure that I cleared that with them before I said anything about it. But anywhere you live is good. You don't have to be in the US. And like I said, I will be having this open until the end of the day on March 4th. So on March 5th on Saturday, I will have a video showing the winner of the giveaway. So good luck. Please make sure you leave me a comment if you want to win this book. I really did enjoy it. A good solid 4 stars for me. And I hope that you guys will enter, and good luck to all of you. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions at all below as well, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.